If the months of uncertainty, fear, isolation, and cancellations are starting to wear on you, you're not alone. Studies show the pandemic and the lockdowns have taken a toll on our mental health, so usually we turn to our loved ones. But if you feel you have no one to talk to, 7 News anchor Catherine Guyon shows us why that isn't true anymore.
If you need someone to talk to and don't have anyone to call, still pick up the phone and dial West Virginia's Emotional Strength Line. They tell me a CDC study several years ago ranked the Mountain State as one of the least mentally healthy, and that's just something else made worse by COVID. But when you dial the line, a counselor will answer who can help.
And it usually starts out with, "This is the first time I've ever done this. What do I do?"
The first thing you'll do is just talk to a counselor who's ready to listen.
For a physical ailment, you would go to the emergency room and you would get immediate care for whatever is bothering you the most at that time. But you may have some other underlying issues going on and they always tell you, follow up with your primary care physician. And we do the same thing.
The Emotional Strength Line was established last year with support from FEMA and the state DHHR. They recognize that the devastation of the pandemic caused an emotional crisis.
If your house burns down, you're not okay as soon as the fire is put out. So I think there are a lot of people still dealing with trauma issues. A lot of people, it's the first time ever they've dealt with not knowing how they're going to take care of their families. A lot of people who've lost their jobs, a lot of people who've lost loved ones, had sick loved ones.
Counselors saw a record number of calls in March, and they continue to answer the phones, talking to West Virginians who are depressed and anxious.
People are in the middle of a panic attack and they say, I just need someone to talk me through this.
Elderly who are isolated and scared.
Now my family's scared to come because of COVID and the church is shut down.
And those feeling the empty void of loss.
We're also seeing, a lot of people who are losing loved ones because of COVID or because of these things going on. We're seeing a huge increase in people who feel suicidal.
Counselors will listen as long as you need, and everything you say remains anonymous. Calling the line is free, and if you need extra help, they'll give you somewhere to go.
Usually what I hear at the end of the call is, "Thank you for listening."
The Emotional Strength Line is available 24/7. Just call 1-877-HELP-304, or you can chat online at help304.com. I'm Catherine Guyon, working for you.
Thank you, Catherine.